Welcome to If They Won't Listens, episode 37, featuring Shotgun Mike. How is everybody doing tonight?
Great.
I am tanned. I just literally got back from the beach. I got back from the beach and ate a burrito, half a burrito.
Wow.
So I got the other half waiting for me as soon as we're done.
I had no idea this was going to happen. So, yeah. I didn't know burritos were involved. But no, burritos.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
something, man. I love a good burrito. And if anyone is ever in the Clearwater area, you gotta check out Hooley's. All right, right off of Cleveland. It's called Hooley's. The burritos are freaking delicious.
I got some serious burritos around there.
We were at the beach, right? And we're not even halfway through our beach day. And my wife just goes, I want Mexican food. And then me and my roommate Enzo, we just go, oh yeah, let's get burritos after this.
No,
We're stuck in traffic and we make the order. I'm like, we're stuck in traffic. Just make the order. We'll pick it up as soon as we get out of traffic. It'll be ready.
Oh, nice.
You gotta love it, right?
For real, man. So do I look like I got some sun? You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah. Dude, I've had some crazy days, man. Like just normal life, but going through some crazy things.
It's a Tuesday for me, man.
yeah, basically. One of those things. But so what's up with you guys? Anything crazy?
What's good with you, Shotgun Mike?
I got a COVID vaccine yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. I felt like shit. I didn't think I was going to be able to do this, but
Oh well, we're happy to fucking
I'm
have
on a
you.
lot of drugs, so we'll see what happens.
Well, thanks for powering through it. My roommate got his second shot the other day. Me and my wife, we're pretty much sitting on the side of the fence that we're not gonna get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's funny because I had COVID.
Mhm.
So I've read all these things saying you don't need it if you've had it because it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Well, this was worse. The vaccine was worse for me.
Which one did you get? Moderna or J&J?
The Moderna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it. I guess
You
I
did,
haven't-
you just
I have
didn't
a
do your
job.
research. You just went right in like, yo, just
Yeah.
poke me, bro, and let me get out of this Eckerd drugs.
Yeah.
Are Eckerd drugs still around?
I have no idea.
know.
No, they're not. It's CVS now.
Oh shit.
I'm old, man. That's what can I say? But now the wife and I, we talked about it. We're not really interested in getting the vaccine. I mean, personally, I'm not anti-vax. I'm not pro-vaccination. I like to think of myself as pro-informed decision. You know, you go by what you
Ooh.
think is good for you. And if you think the vaccine is good for you, all right, go get it. Don't let me stop you.
Boom,
But
boom.
I definitely don't want to live in a government that mandates it. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
if I'm-
uh-huh.
It's my
It's
like
my
to-
decision.
It's my decision. I don't feel like I need it. I've been going over a year without getting it. And if my wife has got the antibodies, I don't. I'm just like, whatever at this point. Let me put it to you this way. I don't want to eat up our whole conversation talking about vaccines and COVID and if it's true or not, it's going to turn your DNA. I'm not going to get into all that. All I'm going to say is this, man. We have over 500,000 deaths last time I checked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We have over 25 million people who recover from it. We never talk about the recoveries. We only talk about the
Oh,
deaths.
I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
25 million
We could-
recoveries.
Yeah, I don't want to go off on this either, but I've always thought things about it. I've always been curious about it.
Yeah.
And then I got it. And I was like, wait a minute, we shut down society for this? I've like had flus that were worse. And I was shocked. So I'm all on that. And actually, the reason I got the vaccine is because I have a job that pays the electric bill. And they basically said, you're going to need to go onto people's properties and do things and we need you to be vaccinated. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, and that kind of makes sense. Like that almost seems a little responsible.
Sort of, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
But the thing is that by having it, I have the antibodies naturally. I don't need some weird chemical one put in me. Who knows? Who knows? It's all chemicals. It's all chemicals.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think they diminish a bit, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the whole point. But then again, I don't know, it's such a contradictory thing. You know, some people are like, healthy people don't need it. And other people are like, nah, you got to get it. I think I would have already had it, but my work was going to give Johnson & Johnson to everyone at work. And then they decided that due to the blood clots, they were going to pull it off the market. And so now I don't know where we stand. We didn't get an updated notice saying, oh, by the way, we were going to give you a 100 shot of but
I'm all right. Well, where do you guys fall on? I say, should a government push vaccinations, or should it be like left up to choice? Oh, and of course, businesses. Like, where do you guys fall on that?
Well, that's another one of those things, because part of me thought, let's wait 10 years to see what kind of how this fucks people up or something.
How this fucks
you know, if it does.
That's a good way to say it. No, yeah.
So that was the other thing I was thinking about. I would never be like, and it came so quickly, but
it really did. A vaccine within a year.
Yeah, it's funny though. The funny thing about that is I actually read another article that was like an opinion piece, basically saying all we ever do is bitch about how everything sucks, everything takes forever. This was actually a good thing, and we actually came up with it really fast. And the first reaction is, "Wait a minute,
no,
yeah,
excuse me, it took 8 months. This is a conspiracy made by Donald Trump and President Winnie the Pooh."
Exactly. It's all about microbiology. It's injecting us with God knows what.
Yeah.
God knows what.
God knows what, right? What they're injecting you with is science, okay?
It's pure science.
It's pure science.
I'm sure it is.
Think about it.
I'm sure it is.
It helps you to believe that the earth is not flat, okay?
Not flat.
I was just saying, I was at the beach today. I looked out to the horizon. I didn't see no damn curve. I'm just saying. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a flat earther.
No. It's funny that you say that though, because I was somewhere. I had to drive to where is it, Colorado last week, and so I was going through the Kansas part, and there's like a perch you can go on to look at all of the wide, vast countryside, and I kind of did see a little bit of a curve.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I felt like I saw it. I felt like
I will say when I'm out in the ocean and I look, or even when the sky is clear, even partially cloudy, and you look at a certain angle, you can't see a curve.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that the actual number is 24 miles. I might be cracking here, but I think if you can see 24 miles of the earth, you can see curvature. And so there's like, imagine 1,000 24-mile segments, or 10,000, a million, whatever.
Right, because the way the math goes, right? So you have to do 360 degrees, right, for one whole rotation, and then you divide that, and I think that ends up being 24 degrees. I think that's what it ends up being by segments, right? So that's how you figure that out. So then there's an experiment that someone did where they shot a laser up into the sky. And then they noticed that at some point it kind of did this, it angled out a bit. It wasn't shooting straight up anymore. And then that's one way of showing that the earth actually rotates, right? It was proven by a flat earther who was in denial of the results. It's a documentary on Netflix. It's pretty funny. I think
I recall that the dude like just shot himself up in a rocket or whatever.
No, that's another dude. Yeah, he's a stuntman. He was a stuntman flat earther who built his own rocket and shot it up into. He was going to try to shoot it up into space to prove that the Earth is flat, and then it just went like 60 feet in the air and it just fell.
Oh wow!
I know, what a way to go.
Killing it.
Was he on it? Was he on this?
He was in it, yeah.
Wow.
We should have Ricky totally pull it up on his and screen share. Flat Earther dies in man-made in his home built rocket. I think that's what all you have to in your DuckDuckGo.
I will do some perusing.
I love it when you peruse. Say it again.
I am perusing. His name was Mike Hughes. Mad Mike Hughes.
Wow.
I'll hit y'all with the screen share.
Hit me with that screen share, bro.
Yeah, I gotta mute it. You can't listen. The whole world will know the dirty deeds we're doing if you listen. Boom. All right, so you guys can see it right now. Going up. going
I can
out.
see your where's your
Boom.
Pornhub tab? I see it right there on your favorites, right next to the Slayer task.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah. No,
yeah, it comes right. He comes
dude, he's
right.
on a truck. Like he's like a German missile. We're gonna send it at the Americans. We're on the way. On the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah, and then it comes right
Wow.
back down, dude. And
Wow.
that's how. Yeah, that's how he dies. That's how he died.
Yep.
Plus,
Yep.
that looks like, what is that? Is that like the parachute coming out?
Yeah, it came out on launch. That's
Yeah,
how
that's
efficable
when he
it
knew
was.
he was in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh shit! This wasn't supposed to happen right now.
Exactly. Wait a minute, I need that to land. Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of. It was. It's kind of the. It was. It's the equivalent of 1986 NASA's Challenger, where they go, "Oh yeah, that O-ring. No, it's cool. We don't need it." Oh,
Aw,
what? Too
such a
soon?
tragedy.
Too soon. Too soon. Yeah.
No.
The permafrost is it's still saying too soon.
No. I've laughed at that as much as I'm gonna. It's
I don't
funny.
I don't know what to fucking believe. Like when it really comes to the whole, like, like obviously the world is warming. That's a fact. But like the whole,
Right.
I've read a bunch of articles about like this part of the earth is in, catastrophe, and this part of the earth is in catastrophe. And it's like, I don't know which part's more concerning. Yellowstone, the San Andreas Fault, the permafrost, the ozone, the fucking, the culmination of any of them. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
I've always believed that one should look up, it's live your own truth kind of thing, but you should find out, searching all the data you possibly can, and find your truth, find out what really, really makes sense to you. Now, granted, if your truth isn't lining up with other people's truth, it's just one of those things that happen. We have so many people who have so many viewpoints. And I, for one, believe that the earth is warming, because I'll put it to you like this. All right. COVID-19 lockdown, right in March, our whole city basically shuts down, and government says only essential business. I got lucky. I still had a job. The times I was within about 3 weeks of the lockdown, I noticed a number of things. One, air was cleaner. One, all the places where cars were driving by, air was cleaner. Two, it was so much cooler in the days.
Cooler? It was cooler?
Yeah, it was cooler.
And I mean, on your sunglasses, that's why.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, he looked cooler.
It was a lot, or okay, chiller. Would that have been a more acceptable adjective there if I had said it was a chiller day? Maybe.
It's a chill.
Dick.
Yeah, that would name me Richard for a reason. I've been looking for a reason.
Oh man, but yeah, I will say, and then when they lifted the restrictions and cars are driving more on the road, I noticed it got hotter again. Now, all right, coincidentally, we were still in March, but like when in Florida, when we hit March, we get warm. I mean, we get like 80 degrees warm, and there was days where it was 65, 68 degrees in Florida, and I went, this is never 68 degrees in March. What the fuck?
Wow.
What? It's never this cold. It's never this cold in Florida around this time of year. You kidding me? April it's 65? What? We have had 4 days where it was in the 60s. It's because there's no cars on the road. So, I mean, I for one believe that it's two. It's one. It's the earth does get warmer on its own. Two, I do believe it's man induced.
No, it's 100. Yeah, no, I mean, but
Yeah.
I think we've went through a bunch of these, haven't we? Like, you know what I mean? I remember reading this theory that was fucking dope on a side note.
Was it a flat earther?
It has to
Maybe.
do with flat parts of the earth.
QAnon?
Coincidentally.
Right.
They thought there was like a mile high iceberg where Canada was. You know what I mean? And that, if you look at the way the map of the US is, all the flat parts of the Middle East, there's spots where, like, if you stick your finger in sand going downhill at the top of the hill and you pour water on the, the higher side of the hill of your finger, the sand immediately behind your finger is perfectly fine, but everything else is cascaded. In the same way, if you look at certain towns on maps in the US, it's fucking flat all the way around them, like God had his finger in front of it. And the finger happened to be a mountain or a ridge or a valley that took the brunt or whatever. But they thought that, a lot of the flat parts of the US were from an iceberg falling down and flattening this part of the world, in certain spots. And I was like, that's a hell of a theory. And like,
It's a very interesting theory. I don't know if I 100% believe it though, but it's interesting nonetheless. I do like to think a little differently from time to time.
So
when I'm feeling frosty.
Why do you think the Midwest is just flat? I mean, like I in Vermont right now, we cannot understand flatness. We're so fucking far from flat. Mountains popped up on mountains here. You know what I mean?
I mean, what I can honestly remember from Earth science class, tectonic plates shifting and then two of them colliding, moving up. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. But you're right. There, with mountains being there, they do cause different climates to places behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, right? So when you get to the mountain ridges of I forgot where in the states of America, and then just west of that is all desert, right? Nevada, California, Utah, there's desert, and they all happen to be west of those mountains. So there's truth to that, where there's mountains, there's flat land right afterwards, you know, and fucking arid climates. So
well, yeah, but you get like the what is it? I don't really know. It's like what is the Rocky Mountains, and then you get the Adirondacks, and then so there's areas, but then you got that flat area.
And I couldn't explain it. I'm not an earth scientist. I just only live on the goddamn planet.
No, for sure. You know, I'm totally with you. It's just that the whole fucking climate thing. It always brings me to like this weird fucking point. And that's certainly not the point the rest of America's talking about. So, do you watch any news, Mike, or do you?
Oh yeah,
I
watch the news somewhat. No, I don't watch the news. I watch. I listen to like conspiracy. Yeah. No, I got a QAnon.
I'm in the same boat with you, man. Like someone will ask me like, where do you get your information? I'm like, from four other sources of people who filtered it.
Well, yeah. Well, there's like sources that I feel like are legitimate to some degree or whatever, right. I guess. But,
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Yeah. And like if it's like that's the thing too nowadays with journalism, it's you don't go to Rolling Stone or New York Times or whatever. They're independent. So you kind of have to seek it out. And that leads to the whole conspiracy theory, because you can seek out the people that agree with you. And then that's I don't know.
I did hear one time because what sources that even say, oh, we're independent, you end up looking into the ownerships and whatnot, and you end up finding out that particular syndication is owned by a very right-wing persona or a left-wing persona. So then you say, all right, but now there might be a bias there because they probably want to speak a more left-wing agenda, whereas
for sure.
And then of course the opposite of that with the right wing. And I remember this one person at work was telling me about how Biden signed an executive order to confiscate all guns. And I go, I've heard this story so many times since George Bush. Okay. I've always heard that George Bush signed an executive directive. I heard Obama signed an executive directive, a freaking executive directive to take away all of our guns. I haven't seen any proof of it. No one's come into my house to take my gun. I haven't seen it happen to my neighbors. And then, of course, you could actually look up all current executive orders written by presidents on the White House website. It's there for you to read, and it's posted and it's updated whenever one happens, so you can read through it. And I read through a few of them, and I couldn't find anything that said anything about guns. I tried. I cleared any word that I didn't understand. I looked up every word I didn't understand. I went, I'm not finding anything that says it. And then the woman was going, oh, because they don't want you to know about that. See this news, and I got it from Epoch Times. I go, Epoch Times is a right-wing syndication. Of course, they're telling you that Biden is taking away your guns. They have an agenda to tell you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Side note, so we were chilling the live stream for like 13 minutes, but 2K apparently while running all the shit I'm running was just a little bit too much, so I killed it and started it again at 1080p. But we're back live, and our quality went from good to excellent, so
I'm fine with it.
I gotta upgrade my PC if I want to act like I have a bigger dick in the streaming game.
You're not ready to swing that. You're not ready to swing it around.
Dude, I will pull this fucking CPU out while talking to you. Do you want to argue? I don't even need a screwdriver.
I don't look how you don't need to swing your dick around to impress me, Ricky. I get it, dude.
No, bro, dude, it's crazy, man. Like, I loved building a computer, man. It was super cool. And now that COVID hit, either of you guys know about the shortage of graphics cards that exist?
Yes, I do.
Oh, no.
I had my brother is building my computer. He had to order from some other country to get it.
Dude, they're so rough. So I built this in February 2020, and like right before COVID shut down the world. And this GPU, ran you 500 then for the list price for the box. It's the third best on the market during the time. The top one was 2,000. The second one was 1,100. This was 500. Damn good for what I was trying to do. Now, since everyone's been shut down for a year and a half, building PCs on YouTube, people have monopolized every GPU on the market. eBay, YouTube, Amazon, fucking Wish, whatever, across the board. So you pay 700 for this, and for the one that was 1,100 you pay 15, and the one that was $2,000 you pay 25. And it's like there's so much inflation right now. It's like people are paying 30% markups just due to the economic factor of supply and demand. There's no fucking supply.
We should have invested in graphics card when we had the chance, man.
Filled my trunk.
I'm just saying, this is worse. This is worse than when my wife got the spike in Dogecoin, and she goes, "Should I pull out now?" And I go, "No, I heard Elon Musk is going to do a thing which is going to make apparently skyrocket the Dogecoin value," and then the complete opposite happened.
No, and I'm with you too, Joe. So for the first time in my life, I invested 4 digits in a stock. I'm normally the $50 or $100 guy. I turned 500 into 900 on Dogecoin in 30 days. And that was just I'm talking 2 weeks ago, I pulled out. And I just, right when I pulled out, I was like, all right, that money goes aside. And I had other money from another account, and I put in $1,000. And I was like, I'm willing to lose this $1,000 and never cry about it, because I've never been well off enough that I've had $1,000 that I could just frivolously, and it's not frivolous, but in something considerably so volatile,
to put it through a gamble.
Yeah, dude. And seriously, diamond hands, meaning holding onto a stock no matter its condition, because you need a return, in the sense of a crypto, is scary, because we're up and down so fast. Day trading is by the second. You know what I mean? It's up, it's fucking nuts. But no, dude, I put in $1,000. Yeah. And I woke up and I send texts, and then I look at Robinhood, Face ID, blink, and it loads. And I only have one stock right now, because that was all the money I'm putting in Robinhood. And yeah, boom, it's fucking down 35%. I went from a 20% increase to a 5% decrease in my initial investment. And then amongst the day, it dropped another 10%. And I wasn't even upset. I was like, that's a big click. And you know why, right? It's because Elon called it a hustle.
He called it a hustle.
And not in a bad way either. He just called it a hustle, because the question, according to the article I read, where he said I didn't watch the clip, but he was referencing them asking about the longevity of it, and he's like, yeah, it's worth it, but it's a hustle. And it's so at least based on what I read, he was talking about it in a good sense, but he was being kind of logistical about it. You know what I mean? He wasn't
long term. It's not going to be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you think he meant the opposite? You think long term it was not the best?
As a long term, it's more of a short. From what you're making it sound like, it appears that it's supposed to be a short term game. You go in, you buy in, go wait a little bit, pull out when it spikes, and then wait a little bit, put some more in when it goes down, get it when it goes right back, and pull out when it gets back up. Okay. That's what I'm.
I like I said, I didn't see the video clip at all.
Yeah, me neither.
I read a Reuters article or something.
I love those guys.
I don't even know who they are. That's just the name on top of the notification.
They're owned by independents.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know.
No, but I don't know shit about that, man. But I have faith in it, man. I'm going off pure logic here. Let's pretend I know nothing about stocks, and I don't know much of anything, so we'll call it nothing anyways. Dude, it was at a tenth of a penny. Like half a year ago or a year ago, like not logistically that long ago. And so to be at $0.75, 30% is still 70% higher than they were 6 months ago.
My wife bought Dogecoin when it was really low, and she bought it because she had money left over from one of her stocks. So she decided, let me invest it in something. So she looked up some cryptocurrency on Robinhood. It was recommended, Dogecoin. So she invested into it because, quote, it looked really cute.
Fair enough.
That's how she based it on. She's adorable, and I love her.
I think it's really cool that live feed while we're talking on Facebook, they have subtitles.
Oh, they have subtitles?
Dude, it's fucking insane.
Really? Will it take into account what I'm saying right now?
I'm watching. Go ahead.
No puedo hablar español.
Okay.
Con-
I just brought
Pero
up Facebook
conmigo
on it.
es habla.
It's asterisk my effing insane word. And then it says is it going to take into account? Dude, it's typing it in Spanish. Puedo es okay. I just dude, go Facebook, man. Your advertising marketplace sucks balls, but your subtitling is amazing.
Nihongo o haneshimasu ka?
That sounded double dirty. Are you fluent in Spanish?
Otere wa doko desu ka?
Are
No, I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I'm talking Japanese right now.
Well, I sense that.
You sense that?
The first thing you brought up is Spanish.
Yeah. My fluency in Spanish is okay. Not enough to keep. Not enough. Más o menos. I know enough to ask where the bathroom's at, and just order some food, but not to carry on a full in-depth conversation, and definitely not one that gets into the intricacies of why Colombia is starting to become a shithole again.
The whole world's a shithole. Mike, give us a topic here. You're the man.
Colombia.
You're the man.
No, I don't know anything about anything.
No, you don't
add anything,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
No,
like,
anything. I don't know. What's up? I don't know.
You can talk about anything. What's something that's in your mind?
You want to talk about lamps? You want to talk about lamps?
Lamps.
Lamp technology is coming pretty far.
What about lamps?
I love lamps.
Do you really love lamps? Lamps are good, I guess. I don't know if I love them.
They're a good utilization of power. Like, I'd rather a lamp than a pad I got to jump on to make a light work.
Yeah. Well, have you ever been stuck in the dark without any light?
Yes.
Yeah, but I have good eyes.
That's
like my
the
genetics. I'm Native American, and my eyes are great. So I could literally play catch with a football with no moon.
Really?
Like,
even in like the deep jungle with.
Okay, well, minus the trees in the area I know utterly well. With no light, I'm not an ankle banger anymore. As a teenager, bro, a shin is just an item to find a cabinet.
We laugh at ankle bangers.
I'm an ankle banger sometimes, you know.
What even is that? I don't even know what that means.
It's the deficit of a skateboarding trick.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've been there.
I'm gonna do a 360 pop shot.
Nope. Bam.
Whoop, click. Like when you hit a bone, it's not even an ow. It's like
I've rolled ankles. I was an ankle roller. I've rolled my right ankle so many times skateboarding, man.
Only your right? What, you can't do your left? It's gonna make you gay?
Well, because I ride
right ear made you gay.
No, man, because I ride goofy, son. First of all, I push Mongo and I ride goofy.
Bro, terminology is a really funny thing. Like, I feel bad for people who learn English. Like, and it makes me feel, I'm saying this to make me feel better for not being able to learn Spanish after 5 years of it.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
I was thinking of the word shit in Spanish. I don't even know it. So, no bueno.
Mierda?
Is that shit in
Really?
Spanish?
Yeah, people will say come mierda. It means like eat death, but it can also mean eat shit.
That's what I don't get. Like English, like we have synonyms, but a word is a word. In Spanish, context makes a word. And it's like, that fucking drives me insane. Like if I'm talking to a Mexican compared to someone from a Spaniard, they two words that they say are different by nature and context. And it's like, then we have the only words in English that change like that are by trade. Like when I was a carpenter, we had words that we said for shit. You know what I mean? That were the regular word that was not the word in any other implication. And that existed in a bunch of trades. Not that I could think of a single example right now to bring up, but
yeah.
Is there anything in movies? Is there any slang words you use in movies or writers?
Tons of slang words.
What's a reel? I'm kidding.
A reel.
I'm kidding.
There's things like they call like I forgot what it is. Yeah, they got all sorts of that kind of stuff. They used to, like clothespins have like a name. I forget what they're called though. Something like C-47s.
C-47. Deck 3.
I need a C-47, and I would say, well, clothespin is 2 syllables. C-47 is 4 syllables.
What time are you saving?
Waste of time. Yeah.
And they're like, no, but it's we don't want to offend anything, so everything's going to be nondescript.
Well, I think it's to keep people hidden away because they call really short C-stands Gary Coleman's, but they don't call them that anymore. I've heard.
I almost just spit my wine out.
Yeah.
Stands Gary Cole.
You see what you did? You see what you did, Shotgun Mike?
Oh,
You almost
hey,
made me
I can't. I'll watch. I'm sorry. I should have.
Bro, no, literally. When Spencer told me you were the guest tonight, I was exhilarated.
Yeah,
Oh,
I almost
really?
shat my pants.
Yeah. No,
I peed a little.
you're a great fellow. I mean, I
Oh,
believe
thanks.
I like
That's
everyone
awesome.
we spoke to. I really try not to be biased, but out of
No,
all the
this is
people we spoke
great.
to.
Yeah, no, I was happy. I was kind of bummed out. Well, so that's a weird thing too, because he said in 2 weeks. So I was getting all ready. I was actually working on it. I'm not even lying, last night. And then getting stuff ideas and stuff, thinking things. But I thought it was next week. So
yeah, we had a
sprung it on you.
cancellation.
Yeah,
we had
really?
Sorry.
Yeah. No, we've been getting them a lot, and it
That's
happens.
okay. That's
It's the business.
okay. Well, that's okay. I could be like
I blame the vaccine.
No. Well, hey, that's no, I'm always good to jump in. I love jumping in on
I appreciate you, Shotgun Mike, for appearing on here, man.
you.
Is there any
Let me tell you,
obviously projects that you're working on that you can't go into any detail on, or can you give us a little something
well,
Sunday
I'm doing
working?
my podcast, but that's just goofing off and being weird and stuff. I don't really
That's
have
life, brother.
That's life. That's life. Exactly. That's what it is. I'm not doing any movies. I'm trying to think of like doing something, but I haven't done anything in a while.
Mm.
Okay.
And I haven't worked on them in a while because I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't live in Hollywood anymore, so
that's probably a benefit. Like, I know you said it in the sense of like, oh no, but like
to some degree,
that place is becoming Skid Row. Like the whole place
is
becoming Skid Row.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's also and plus everything's changing.
Leon getting all manly on us with the chest hair. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, yeah. I'm still in I'm still in beach attire.
Oh, see, I gotta get my
still in beach attire, he says.
Yeah, I'm still in beach attire. I go to the beach. I'm
What's
literally still wearing
shoes.
Oh, Clearwater Beach.
Where's
Apparently,
that?
yeah, the #1 beach of America. Apparently, I don't know.
Really?
Geography is my Achilles heel. Like I'm retarded when it comes to it.
All right.
Like,
do you know where the Gulf of Mexico is, bro?
It's south of Texas.
Exactly. No, it's actually on the east of Texas,
Texas.
and south of it, depending on where you're at. But yeah, so I'm in Florida, right? So I'm on the east of the Gulf, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm on the west part of Florida where we touch the Gulf of Mexico. And one of the beaches there on the Gulf side is Clearwater Beach.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. I'm without traffic, I'm 20 minutes away from it.
Let's just make a little cloud bubble above my head that says dildo. Because until this exact moment, I never knew you were from Florida.
Are you serious? I've mentioned it before.
Bro.
You said you need to stop ripping bongs.
That's debatable.
You keep ripping bongs, you're getting
more.
Smoke yourself retarded.
Man, I forget things, and I'm trying to be less mean to myself. Like in my day to day, I'm so nice to everyone, even on the worst day of mine. But when I'm thinking about myself, like if I say one thing to someone that's weird, I walk away going, "You fucking retard!" in your head. Like, what did you say to him?
I love how we're using that word when we technically shouldn't be saying that word at all.
Can you not say that?
You're not supposed to say it. It's
well,
because it's supposed to be disparaging to the mentally disabled.
Every time.
But what if I said, "Oh, you mentally disabled person"? That'd be insulting.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's a line right there.
No, that's a line, Mike. What?
Every time I said it, I was talking about retarding my ignition timing.
Exactly.
So that's just the definition. I can't say slow my ignition timing. That's not what the textbook says.
I mean, I've used the word retard to mean lower than what is optimum. So I have stated to people that when Florida gets rain, it doesn't even have to rain in Florida. It can just be overcast. And I always say, quote, when it's overcast, the driving ability of a Florida driver retards down by 42%.
Ooh.
You see, that didn't sound offensive at all.
That's a verb.
No,
though.
it doesn't sound offensive. But I'm using it in its verb form, right?
Yeah. I equally like I feel outside of singing, because I'm a musician and I appreciate the syllable per
You're
syllable.
A musician, dude? I feel so stupid. I didn't know
Wait
that.
a minute.
No, hilarious.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
But outside of being a musician, I'm like, because I have to be syllable specific there. I don't, the N-word is no benefit to me. Like there's coworkers who say it at my work and there's strangers who say it and people obviously, who are black say it, but like I never see that as a benefit. I'll say brother, I'll say bro, and that to me is a synonym. Same with retard. That's the same word for stupid as me. So if I call you stupid,
Yeah,
that has the
that's what I
same
think.
connotation as retard. I don't put one with more power. It's like when I was in high school, I thought of this. I was like, why does everyone hate swears with different biases? Because they build the biases in their mind. And so I started bringing up to people like, which swear do you hate the most? Give me them on a 1 to 10 scale. Because if you can't, but yet you were more offended I said A rather than B, then you're just like mentally unstrung and you need to figure yourself out. Because like I in
Right.
my head don't correlate bitch as worse than asshole. They're both swears. They're both meant to be derogatory. It's like I have a big hole of derogatory. And if you're in it, it doesn't matter whether you're left, right, top, or bottom. You're not going to find the corner in the circle. You know what I mean? So like, and so that's where I'm at. But like, it's people, some people get so upset, like the C word. You know what I mean?
What, cunt?
Yeah, I love that word.
wow.
I talk to British people all the
Hey.
time, bro.
They
And that's
say
a
that,
term of
yeah.
endearment to them. So
Ah, you
culturally,
cunt.
yeah, you bloody cunt. You know what I mean? And I love it. It's treasurable. But in America, that will get someone, if I said that to someone's mom, and like, granted, I could call them a bitch and I'm not going to get murdered. They're probably going to beat me up. But like, if I say that word, there is specific demographics of America that will make you never exist. They'll concrete shoe you like an Italian. They'll fucking bring you out in a farm field and find a hole like a farmer. They'll do lots of weird things to you. We don't know around these parts, but I'm just saying it's super interesting that word above all words is the uh-oh. And it's like, brother, I could make the meaning of a more meaningless word mean more, and you're not gonna care. Like, yeah, I don't know. I just think it's
Well
hilarious.
said.
Hey,
Yeah.
unlike everything I said.
I totally get that. It's people have a lot of people have their words which trigger them, right? Definitely all your slurs and your insults, but then it gets a little too minute or persnickety where they go, please don't say the word moist around me. I'm describing cake.
Yes.
The cake
Yeah.
is moist. That's how you know it's good cake.
Wow. Just as long as you're describing black people using that word.
Yeah. That see, the connotation immediately changes.
Exactly. a moist brother. No.
I've never heard that phrase before.
No one
in my life,
has. No
Shotgun
one
Mike.
has. No one has. It's never been uttered before.
What? A moist
See?
brother?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna apologize in advance if it sounds offensive, but I've never heard that phrase before.
Yeah. Well, what is so offensive about it?
I don't know.
I was watching an old movie the other day. See, here's the thing too. Speaking of words, well, I don't know if I should get into this. I don't want to offend.
Let's
anybody.
get into this, bro. We gotta.
Sure.
We've already started digging. We might as well go for the six.
Sure.
I'm
Well,
a
originally
hugest
from-
weeb here. Let's go.
Well, thing is, I'm originally from Detroit, and I used to work at a place where, like at a bar, where I was the only white person there, and so they would say the N-word constantly, and I once said, man, you guys say that word constantly, and I can't say it, and it's all you ever say. And I counted once, I was listening to somebody, I counted how many times they said it in a minute, and it was amazing. And they were like, oh, well, why don't you just say it? We don't care. We know you, and we know that you're, and it was one of those things where I couldn't, and I just thought, well, that's just not going to happen. The wrong guy would walk in, but it was such a weird thing, and I thought, why don't you guys just say brother? Like they did in old 70s, like movies. I just watched Bullet this week.
Oh man, that's a classic.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so good.
So
It's a good movie.
Yeah, but somebody called somebody brother in that, and I thought, see, why don't we say that anymore? And that's almost like it's endearing. We can all say it. But I don't know. I don't really care. But it is a weird thing how that one word is the one word.
No, and it is. And in the sense of that, like outside of being a musician, because I'll use figure instead of, you know what I mean? And and it's just not the same because N and F don't have the same tongue movement.
Exactly.
And so like I'll be like, I don't know. It's confusing. So there was I don't know if you guys know about this, but there was a concert where Kendrick Lamar brought like a white girl on stage to sing.
Oh yes.
And she said the lyrics of the song. Bro, if I was there and I saw her get booed, my faith in society would have tumbled. Not that it hasn't a long time ago.
Yeah.
But literally, like, what more do you expect of it? He said publicly, like, he expected her to have some more, whatever, proper recourse or
Really?
proper thinking. Yeah, he didn't stand with her. He was against her. And then I'm not going to say he was the one booing her, but he was not anti-boo, like, yo, crowd, I got the mic, stop being mean to the girl, she's singing my song. He was on the side of like,
It's in
yo,
the lyrics.
you're white and you just said a word that white people can't say, but I'm black writing a song white people shouldn't say, and I asked you to sing it, and now I'm gonna be mad at you for inviting a paradigm that you broke, that you don't even feel weird about until I make you feel weird. What? You know what I mean? Like, that's, I don't know. This was a long time ago, but
I remember that
yeah.
though. That was like a
Yeah,
setup.
yeah.
yeah.
I'm kind of with Shotgun Mike. I have been in a situation where my friends would say the N-word, right? And all of them are black, and they say it all the time. And then one day, I think out of nowhere, someone did something, like he took a snack of mine without asking me, and I said the word right back, and we all treated it normally, because they go, we know Leon, we know he's not racist, you know. So,
and see, that's
like,
chill. I respect
but I can't do it out of that context, which is
Oh.
fine. I mean, I don't need to celebrate the word. You know what I mean? Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah,
I don't need to go around
I
just
would
saying
have thought the same thing in the Kendrick Lamar case, though, and so that's the thing. I would never do it.
Yeah,
Just because.
Yeah,
just because.
Could be a setup. It felt like a setup.
yeah, no, it's shit's
We finally
so
got
weird.
this white girl.
Exactly.
We got her. She's gonna say it. If she doesn't, then we're gonna say she did a bad job. You know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, that's such a weird thing. You know, I don't even know how to like the juxtaposition of that is just normal life. You know what I mean? Like, that's such a fucking weird scenario. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't say the word. And like I said, in a song, I thought about it the other day, because like a bunch of coworkers said it at work, and, you know, I was like, whatever. And, you know, and I could care less, because I call Vermont the North South. You know what I mean? There's so much racism and idiocy up here. It's like psychology wasn't invented. It's beautiful. Dude, it's a thing, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, man. You try to find friends around a median average of 90 IQ. Think of that graph, and there's 100 people in it. Median average. That means there's like 6 applicable people to talk to, and the applicable side is still like Joseph from Starbucks, who got the order right. You know what I mean? Like,
Joseph.
I'm not being fucking rude. I'm not IQ.
I'm not disagreeing with you, because I'm going by what you saying, man. I'm not from your area.
It's just, it's a thing, bro. Like, you know, I know what clothing I'll put on that will irritate the fat countryman at the bar. Like, okay,
What?
Anime hat,
That's a thing?
Bang. Skinny jeans, bang.
You should wear My Little
T-shirt
Pony
that
shirt.
says Boston, bang. And now I walk in the bar, dude, and literally I've had fat men look at me, and I'm only saying fat because apparently every asshole in my metaphor is fat. You know, they look at their bowling ball buddy, and they're like, yo, look at this fag. And then I hear that while playing pool, and I indignatiously smile and puff my chest out. You know what I mean? And,
What's up?
oh, you know what I mean? Like, I don't
like
engage,
a fucking baboon showing its ass.
I just don't care, man. Like, and I am so mean to myself, but I don't care about the rest of the world at all. A billion people could want to martyr me, and I'd be like, well, I'll go find a sixth of the world that doesn't have those billion people. You know, like, it doesn't bother me at all. The whole world could be fucking picketing against Richard Harris. And guess what? I don't care, because you don't have to try to sleep as me tonight. That's hard. Oh yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Walk a mile in my motherfucking shoes and sleep in my bed that doesn't even have a mattress yet.
No, I love my life. I do. I try to be so happy, but I think everyone can. I hope. I don't hope, but it's a thing that I believe everyone can relate to. A bad day, you know what I mean? Where you just lay down, you're like, fuck, man.
I'm glad this day is over.
Yeah, wide awake in bed looking at the ceiling, no matter whether it's made of gold or a drop ceiling or no ceiling, because you don't live anywhere. And it doesn't matter. It's a completely unanimous opinion that's just like, wow, humans. You know what I mean? Like, it's specific to us. We're aware of time. We're aware of our morality. We're aware of, you know, our I meant to say mortality the first time and morality the second time, but neither here nor there. It's basically the same word. Like, the guy was just fucking with us when he wrote them differently.
That dick.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of, like, you know, it's funny because, all right, living in Florida, first of all, I lived in South Florida, right? I was born in Miami-Dade County, and I grew up with a population of nearly 100% Hispanic people, right? They were either from Venezuela, Cuba, Colombia, They were Mexican, Puerto Rican, what have you, right? The other 10% or the other 5% of the population was other, which was just basically white and black people and Asians. So there was a point where everybody was saying the N-word, and it was never in a racist context. And then it wasn't until it was always in that friendly terms of endearment with the A at the end as opposed to a hard ER.
I hate that too. It shouldn't change based on how it's spelled. Like, I know it sounds
get it.
differently.
I know. I understand. And then when I moved to Orlando for college, that's when I experienced racism for the first time. I actually saw somebody on the street protest. It was, I think it was by a predominantly black neighborhood, and it was just something about "get the fuck out of here, niggers" or some shit like that. It was just stupid racist. It was a stupid racist shit, honestly. And then I saw that as I drove by and went, racism is a thing still. It threw me so off guard. And by the way, I've met other people from Miami who moved up to places like Orlando or the Tampa Bay area, and they have the same experience as I did. One of them being racism, never experienced it before in South Florida. 2, things closing at 9:00.
Mm-hmm.
We go, oh, we're gonna go to the Publix. It's only 11:00. Let's make a run at Publix. And Publix is a grocery store, by the way.
Thank you for the context.
It's a grocery chain. Yeah, go to Publix, and then you go to the Publix, and then it's closed. And you go, wait, it's only 9:30, and they go, oh, we closed at 9. What the hell? So, but yeah, I mean, I've been in that whole mindset of like, I don't see the racism. I can see where you could be using it in the N-word in a racial context and whatnot. And then what really triggers people, like wearing a weeb ass anime hat. That I don't get. What? Let the guy just wear the damn hat.
It's just the cultural differences. I have to deal with it through time too. My grandmother came here this last weekend to help me move in here.
Yeah,
brilliant. Amazing, and she's such a great woman. And like in an objective
Happy Mother's
way.
Day, Grandma.
Did you make her do all the heavy lifting?
I forgot to even tell her Happy Mother's Day. But
oh no, call her right now. No, call her now.
I'll send her a text, bro.
No, call her now. No, do it. Put her on speakerphone. This is podcast. This is podcast gold.
Podcast gold to make a phone call to my grandmother and tell her
Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, do it.
Ridiculous.
I was like only half joking, but half serious, and now
I'm making it 10 seconds. I'm making it 10 seconds. But
hi, honey.
Hey, happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm on my podcast, and my co-host told me to call you and tell you Happy Mother's Day because I was gonna text you.
Tell your co-host that I love him or her, whoever it is.
I'm a her.
I don't even know your gender.
I'm a her.
I love you, Nan.
Tell her that I'm a her.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm gonna do the white boy thing and
No, thank you. That was a great sentiment, and I wouldn't have. A text was much worse.
It was Shotgun Mike's idea.
Well, I do care about mothers.
Stay away from my mom.
So Shotgun Mike hit me with this. Even though you look like a svelte 27, I know you're older than me and Leon. What is it like with the difference of age? Like your life compared to now? If you were to think about when you were, your 50% your age self, what like was your concept of thinking the same, or like has it constantly upgraded? Where are you at?
Well, no, wisdom comes with age, I would say.
Do you think you're ready to tackle life now as opposed to, half your life off you?
Yeah, if it's half my life, I wouldn't go that far, but I feel like, I definitely feel like, well, no, I don't know. I guess I never thought about it. I never think about it. I don't think it's weird about me is I don't have children, and I don't have children. So, and I'm not married. So I guess the thing is I've never changed. Like, this is how I was in high school, sort of, but now I got a job.
That might not be a bad thing though. Like, if you're happy, that's
great. It's great. No, trust me. I think everyone should go this route. You talk about global warming. That's the thing. You talk about global warming. I'm like, who gives a shit? Let the earth burn to the ground. I don't have any kids. So it's a good thing. It's a very
I'm done after this.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares?
Yo, on dogs. I'm gonna knock on my computer right here because this is truly what I think happens when you die. When you get in front of the floating arbiter that sits you down in front of your whole life's memories and goes, all right, bro.
Did you think you did it right?
Some people like I forever will ask to live again. Forever. Like I have infinite things I could do, even as a different person. I'll make it work. Suffering is my second language. I'm great at it. So I'll be fine. But like other people who don't want to live, like I have to think about what if that really happens? What if right when you die, your soul's sucked out, bang, and you end up in front of an arbiter who has to talk to you about your life? God, you'd be pissed, right? You know what I mean? Like I killed myself. I
hope it's
black.
like an episode of. I hope it's like an episode of like Late Night with like Larry David or something. Or
welcome to the show. You know,
yeah,
like,
you know what I mean. With a talk show host, and you're sitting down, or inside the Actors Guild kind of thing. You're sitting there going like this, watching the clip, going, "Well,
okay.
here's."
I remember when I did that.
I was supposed to do this, but the script called me for to do this, but I ended up doing this instead. And
I thought of the right
I
thing.
live to regret it now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think optimism makes me believe I'll live after I die. And I think pragmaticism makes me accept that I'm okay if I don't. You know
Right.
what I mean?
I get that.
You know, I don't think you can accept both in the same paradigm. Like you can be aware of both, but I don't think you can accept the consequences of both in the same sentence like that, you know.
Can I talk about something really weird,
bro?
Yeah.
This
And
is
I would
your
love- I
show.
would
You
love
can
to
talk
get-
about
Okay.
whatever you want.
I love it.
You've already dropped a hard R this episode.
I
You can
did.
talk about whatever you want.
Dude, I'm gonna be canceled after this.
I don't think you are. My
Get
favorite
Leon off that show.
my favorite podcast drops the hard R. They praise cannibalism and they talk about you know, clearly since all the politicians fuck kids, it must be nice. And they're not canceled. They make lots of money.
Exactly.
So
Okay, fair enough.
honestly,
All
we're chill.
right. So I will have these moments usually around sleep time, and I go into this really weird state of mind where I'm not exactly conscious, but I'm not unconscious to sleep, but I'm definitely I go into this really funny, weird in between state, and then sometimes I feel that I go into a different plane, right? I don't know where it's at.
I'm with you.
All right. And I'll go somewhere, and it's usually it's a very cosmic feeling, but so cosmic and deep into the cosmos that there's almost nothing there, but only existing one entity. And there was this one time I woke up, I just snapped out of it, and I was gasping for air because I felt that I got so close to the entity. It's that whatever this entity was, that it freaked me out. It freaked me out. And I went, oh my God, where am I going to go where I die? And I was questioning my own existence. And I, for one, you know, believe, like Ricky says, you know, with enough optimism, you're going to continue to live into another life. And I do believe in reincarnation. I don't believe that there's a heaven. I wouldn't say there's a hell, but I do believe in that.
That's a little choosy.
Yeah, right. Why is it so binary? Why is it so binary?
One's a 0 and one's a 1. I'm choosing the good one. The bad one can suck it.
For real. So I do in a sense believe in reincarnation. I believed it before when I was a kid, and I still believe in it now. But there's always that level, that small level of skepticism, or something that level of doubt that creeps in and kind of just overtakes that whole thing. But that's been my experience where I feel that I've gone to another plane of existence that is in that in between the living and the dead.
Did I feel that, bro? I think my apartment's haunted. So twice now I've
Does
seen
he like
stuff.
anime?
I hope so, bro, because he's got a lot of it. All my blankets aren't even here yet. And the one that you only can see a fifth of is 20 feet wide.
What is that, Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
I see the Attack on Titan poster and the Hunter x Hunter posters. Those are what I see at the very ends.
Yeah. No, and like all my other posters are still under like the fucking, you know what I mean? I just threw the blankets up.
I see that there's some underneath.
I still got to remove. My goal is no viewable wall. I'm gonna cover the bottom of the door, which is that way. Fucking like wow, because I'm looking at myself sideways.
Over there.
Cameras over
I know
there.
this is the closet behind
me. But yeah, no, I don't know. This is ideal. When I get done here, I'm gonna go on Discord and I'm gonna hop in a group chat of a bunch of strangers and listen to them tell me how much of a weeb I am, and I'm gonna be like,
such a weeb.
I am. Hello, hi, how you doing?
Oh.
You know, dude, you look cute in those. Like your grandpa fuckable. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
And I hope the dude who chapters us makes that this chapter. So Babalusabu, if that's how you say your name, God, I botched that. But
Wow.
it's not that bad.
That
Wow.
sounded.
No, let me go on Fiverr. I'm gonna spell you his name.
Wow,
I'm not
that
even
was-
fucking with you. I
that-
love this man.
Yeah.
And his name literally goes, it's spelled BAL, Bal, US, Us, UBBU. Dude, I'm Bal Usubu. Like, dude, I was not far. It's like Subaru while I'm drunk. But
I gotta call Subaru up real quick.
No, but dude, I love this guy who chapters for us. He says eventually he's gonna have an SEO service to help us,
Oh, that's dope.
growth and stuff. But dude, he's so cool.
How many
He has
rupees do you play them?
What?
What? That's their currency. They live in Hyrule.
Did you say rupee?
Rupees.
I thought you said roofies.
Oh.
I pay them in Mickey's, bro.
Yeah,
I was
pay
like, how
after.
many rupees do I pay my Indian? A few.
Ooh.
Mucho rupees.
Enough for a child's bride.
No, but
Ooh.
dude, it's so cool. Like I was looking and someday when we have a fan base that's like, true and loves us, they'll chapter us because they'll give us names that we'll like, and I'll just pay them. But for now, when you go on Fiverr and you type in YouTube chapters, he was unrated when I met him. I've already paid for his service fucking 17 times or something. Like, and when you look at the conversion of the US dollar to the Indian dollar, I'm telling you, this guy's making out good.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
he must be doing all right due to my white balls.
I paid an artist in the Philippines I commissioned her for art to do basically
naked?
every day, bro. I love it. I will tell you, I have posed nude for art before, and
New York just made prostitution legal, and I live on the border. I'm not
Okay.
segueing into anything, but I'm gonna take a sip of my wine.
just a fun fact, guys. Prostitution is legal in New York.
It just
but-
don't drive slow.
Yeah. But yeah, I paid this one girl in the Philippines to commission some art for me and my wife, and I paid her $60 for the piece, and I saw the conversion rate. It was like 3,000 whatever in her dollars.
Wow.
3,000
Wow.
Filipino pesos. I think that's what it
Some
said. And-
pesos, a little.
yeah,
uno
and I'm
peso?
going, dude, she's probably banking right now. She's like, I just paid my
Ballin'.
apartment. I can go ahead and get a cab.
Dude, it must be so cool.
I'm
You know
gonna
what I mean?
add mustard to my sandwich.
I feel privileged as fuck to live in America. I don't know about you guys. And
Yeah.
we did talk earlier about possibly being able to run long. If that's still bueno, we're either at 3-minute warning or there's no
Right.
warning.
I'm not. I told the D&D crew. I told them we're good. We don't need to play tonight. Everyone. I think one of my players is the mother, so she can have that extra time if she wants to.
You're killing it, Mike. If you have any
Wow.
time conflictions, let us know. But that we have no time cap, so
No, I'm good. I don't
Cool.
have anything.
yeah, everything's going good. We've
I don't
we've
think.
successfully been live streaming now for 40 minutes. There's one dude who's been watching the whole episode. So
Whoa, what's up, one dude?
Yeah, what up? How you doing? How's it going? Say hello. But yeah,
ASL question mark.
hit us up in the YouTube comments. I can open the Facebook ones. But yeah, no, it went well. And to be honest, it's a whole new world of streaming now. Like before, we had tons of problems in the lowest settings, and now this went well. Like
This is that
outside of
beast
having,
of a computer over there, bro.
it's not even the PC. It's just the internet. Like a shitty computer
You're
with good internet.
Roadrunner. Sponsored by Wow Internet.
Ooh.
Bro, I love this. I'm about to build my baby mama a computer. I'm not too much of a fan of her in general. I just bought her a $17,000 car. That shows you my disdain for her. I hope.
Yeah, you
Wow.
hate her so much.
Grr.
Wow.
Oh my god, what are you gonna get her next? A filet mignon? What cut of steak do you? How much do you?
You're gonna get her a Bichon free set.
a fucking charcuterie of cheeses.
I need some Hickory Farms stat.
I hate that bitch so much.
No, but my daughter deserves to be in a super safe car. And so on a side note, I plan on bringing this up. It just happened to segue into it now. So we talked a few weeks ago about like what age my daughter would be cognitively aware of me leaving. 3. And then what's the 5th month? 3 and 3 months, bro. Literally, she looked at her fucking aunt, what would have been sister-in-law if I married my baby mama. So I don't know what she is to me now, my non-sister-in-law or my daughter's aunt, I guess is the best thing to say.
Right.
But yeah, she looked at my daughter's aunt and went, "Daddy moved out. I'm not gonna see him anymore." And I was
damn.
like, that's fucking raw, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
Like you can understand the sentiment in that even without kids.
Oof.
You know what I mean? Like and it was like, okay, I understand that. But in my mind, it was like, a 5 or 6 year old will understand. Dude, she's fucking like, you know what I mean? Whatever, 39 months old, and she's like, yeah, daddy moved out. Things have changed. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? You're so much more aware of the world than I thought.
Stay woke.
I'm such a dildo, and
Hashtag woke
you're
daughter.
aware of what I'm doing. Oh my God, woo. I'm happy I quit cigarettes. I don't want her to see that, but she's, kids are a fucking trip, man. Like, people talk about them a lot, and I've met tons of people who don't want a kid. I think that's chill. It's literally,
it's fair.
It's your choice. I had an
Not that I
accidental
don't want
kid.
one. I just can't seem to get to that.
And I'm with you. I'm with you.
Feeling the deal part.
I get you.
But,
Honestly, I get that. You got to play. I mean, people say play the game, play the field, whatever you got to do. I would say I was very fortunate. I've been dating since college, because I made a choice not to date while I was in middle school and high school. I didn't want to have any attachments in my hometown. I wanted to leave right when I got to I graduated college. And I started dating in college, and I was really putting myself out there. And then, long story short, after relationship after relationship, and small brief relationships, dating people here and there. I mean, I was fortunate enough to meet my wife at a convention, and she was with somebody else.
Oh,
and I got to know her, and I got to know the other guy, who was a total tool, by the way. And then freaking tool. I only tolerated him because I really liked his girl, who eventually became my wife. So in your face, Max, I got your girl.
Yeah.
Face, Max. What are you
I got your girl, Max.
Now,
what you gonna do now, Max?
Nothing. You're not gonna do nothing.
Right. And I will say, here's one of the funny things. I would never have thought that she had been a prospect, because originally she didn't want to have kids. When I first met her, she didn't want to have kids. She didn't even want to be married, let alone be married. And now we've been married for it'd be a year in October. So what, 9 months we've been married. And she's been talking about it even before we were married, about having kids. Like, her whole viewpoint changed on that. So it's one of the things. It's a matter of time, and you got to keep playing the field, man. That's all I can tell you, Shotgun Mike. There's someone out there for you, man.
I've got somebody. She just refuses to have children with me.
Does she have an Adam's apple?
No. She's I've checked everything out.
I did a thorough inspection.
I think it's more. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more about she recognizes that I shouldn't have children. I'm a child.
But you're allowed to be a child. That might make you a very insightful writer. Like, if you make funny movies, you might be allowed to do the thing I'm not gonna just say I was gonna say.
What's that?
You can't say it now, and I kind of don't want to know.
Oh, no, I'm gonna fucking tell you. If you didn't say,
yes, do it. Reverse psychology, bitch.
I was gonna say, well, oh no, now you can't fuck kids, but that was probably a little too far. But like, no,
yeah, like, just a little bit.
Dude, so I met my baby
We're
mama
canceled
online.
after this.
I talked to her for 2 months, and then I moved her in and knocked her up in 7 days. King, like, and terrible decisions aside, my daughter's dope. And like, I'm not gonna be Mr. Morality, it was a bad idea, good idea, fuck it, I did it. I'm more grateful. I'm more grateful of the time I have than the decisions I made in the time, and I'm cognizant of that. Like, if I fuck up, I'm gonna rub myself in my fuck up and keep rolling, because I've been down before. Downtime's not the issue; it's getting up from the downtime that's the issue. Taking a nap's never been a problem, but waking up is an issue. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Philosopher over here, bro. I'm gonna get rich in the next 5 or 6 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
This will be a part of it. You're gonna be involved, my brother. And then I'm gonna get my master's degree in philosophy, because I'm bored.
The first thing I'm doing as soon as we get a lot of money, dude.
What are you doing? What are you
gonna
get?
I'm gonna get foreskin. I miss it. Never even had it. Never even had it. I didn't
either, and I'm super happy.
I miss it. I want it back.
I think it looks sleek, like a Speedo cap. Bro, I can only imagine what one of those looks like. I've never seen one, so like one.
I've been around the block. I can tell you a few things.
I'm sure you have, bro. You and your awareness of puss pockets. I don't have anything to clean. That's all I'm saying. Like, if I just run water on it, she's chill. but I don't got a whole different parts side to side. I don't know, bro. Like that was so crazy to me to learn that like other countries don't circumcise. You know what I mean? It's like what? Like whole regions of people and places.
I believe Japan is one of them. They
What?
don't circumcise.
Oh my god.
Everyone has hoods.
Everyone is a ninja under the belt.
It just has a smoker. It has a smoke bomb just ready to go.
Yo, bro, do you guys ever use those stink bombs that they used to sell at stores that smell like putrid death?
No, but I have been in a school hallway when someone has thrown one. Yes, but I never used
threw
one.
one on my neighbor's porch when I was a kid. It ruined his porch, and I did it during like a cookout. Cookout over. I cleared a cookout out. I cleared a cookout with fucking an ounce of stink juice in a glass bar. They sold at Mobile. You know, fucking Mobile. I blame them. You know,
yeah, it's their fault.
There was a guy who fucking put 100 pounds of Tannerite in a bucket, a big bucket, and blew it up. And people's houses shook like 25 miles away. And he immediately just called the police and was like, my bad. You know what I mean? Because obviously they would have been able to echolocate it. It was 25 miles of irritation. Everyone knew what direction it came from. But yeah, like Tannerite's just legal to buy over the counter. Hey, you want an explosive that explodes based off impact? So if you drop it, it blows, or if you shoot it, it blows. Yeah, you can buy as much of it as you want over the counter for free. But you need to give us your ID at Walmart to buy socks.
I'm just saying you can buy bleach and you can buy vinegar.
Oh, whoa. Did you just give ingredients for a bomb on air? That has to be against TOS. And if
Is
it's
it?
not, YouTube, get on the fucking ball.
Yeah. What do I pay you for?
What
Yeah.
do I fucking wait, okay.
There was one time we had doused something in vinegar in our house, and then someone said, "Oh, let's put bleach on it," and we went, "No, don't."
Are those bad? Like chemically, if you mix
Mustard
vinegar-
gas.
Oh, that's literally what it makes.
what makes is mustard gas.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, so I learned in 5th grade how to synthesize hydrogen and make an atom bomb. And I brought the book home to my dad, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, there's a chart here that says it's like 1 in 264ths of a replica of an atom bomb. Check it out." And he was like, "What the fuck? Like, this should not be in a fucking school." And my dad brought the book in and went to the principal, and they pulled the book in every school. In New
Good
Hampshire.
job, Ricky. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
a champion. I'm the anti-terrorist America. That's what I'm saying. You know.
Okay,
Yeah.
President Biden's got your medal in the mail,
Yeah,
dude.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
That if that sleepy fucking wake up enough to give it to me, I'll get one.
He'll smell you first.
He'll
Ricky.
touch my shoulder and be like, "Look at those abs."
He'll look at you and he'll go, Ricky, you smell like cannabis and patchouli.
He'll be like, "Normally my memes are 3 seconds. I'm gonna touch you for 6."
Creepy
But-
JB.
Creepy JB. Yeah, my work busts my balls because I voted for him. But honestly, I would have voted for a pregnant Hillary Clinton if she was opposing a dude who was openly racist. Like most of America is retarded and goes off what they hear. And if what they hear is bullshit, like objectively, I have no problem with Trump. I know people in the military. He did really good from military spending. Like literally, he did good. Unemployment, statistically, according to what I can Google, went in a good area. But you know, as a person, when I turn on the TV as what I consider to be a very douchebaggy, eloquent person, you know, like
That is very well said, by the
he
way.
fucking
Douchebaggy eloquence.
you know, he irritated me. You know what I mean? Like the people who are sheep, who don't have enough know-with-all to just make it through life in a trash bag, you know, in the rain. Like that's me. I'm the opposite, the inverse of what I said. Like, and that, my problem is the inverse of what I just said. I said, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I fucking totally lied with what I'm saying. Is Leon's froze for you in a pretty great face,
Oh,
right?
good.
Is
Oh, wow.
he is he
He
froze for you?
froze him. Yeah, he's froze for me.
That you can't have
That's
a better
okay.
face to freeze on. Can we talk about that?
Oh, that's good. It's
You're back, Leon. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
We can't-
Why?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what it is about Sunday nights,
He never
but my
stopped
internet
talking.
always my internet browns out for like 10 seconds around
It's
this
all
time.
good. Well, it came
I
back.
don't know
but
why it does.
I'm gonna
Bright
send you.
House, Bright House sucks.
I'm gonna show like if the camera can see it, you're about to see what you look like.
All
Dude,
right,
you
show it to me.
froze on the best fucking
No,
face
show
you
it to
can
me.
freeze on.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I can't.
there we go.
Oh, nonetheless, it was a super
That's
fucking
pretty-
smile, bro. Like
Yeah.
you were like
That was good.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson, like.
Yeah. I didn't realize you were frozen for about 5.
I got a beautiful smile, man, because I have a beautiful life.
Spencer might pop in here randomly, and when I see him, y'all might want to slide that volume button down. That's all I'm saying. It's been so long since I've seen good old Spencey Spence. You know, he planned on being here a long time ago, but traffic and living in a place that was great.
He's
before
probably
COVID.
getting a burrito at this point.
He can do whatever he wants. That's what I love about Spence. You know, he was such a, you know, I didn't even want to have it not, and this is the first time we talked about this on air. I didn't even want to have a host change when the first host changed. The first host left due to his time schedule being busy. And
Yeah.
I'm too bossy because I was learning how to be a
are.
boss, and I was like, yo, you gotta, like, you know, either look up topics or show the fuck up on time. Either one works.
You're so mean.
And so he left, and then the second one, we had a big fight on air, and over the next few weeks, like, it crumpled into, like, literally Spencer was gonna leave if it wasn't addressed, and upon addressing it, he did the, well, if you're gonna fucking fire me, I quit. And I didn't even tell him he was gone yet. I just told him, like, the shit we need to talk about on a serious level. And poofity poofaroonie, he was gone. And, like, I've never touched it again. Like, it was so serious. He texted me. I was like, you need to get your mats and your magic cards out of my house. He just texted me like a day ago, which was like a month away from when I got my cards, and was like, come pick up your camera and microphone. And I was like, bro, I'm so busy. If you don't want it, trash it. You know what I mean? And I could care less. I really could. I just hate when people are petty. And then I really fucking hate when I call someone petty and they tell me they're not petty. And I'm like, bro, me and Google are upset with you. You know what I mean? Like if you had said, let's talk about it, we would have spoke about it, but you didn't.
Right.
Like, I told you we need to talk about it. And upon hearing that you were going to be sequestered to be inquired, you said, fuck you, I'm done, I'm quitting. How dare you? You know? And it's just like, what? Like, I've dealt with that form of logic a lot in my life, and it's the easiest to refute and the least, you know, begrudging upon my mental state. I love it. I really do. Like,
Fair enough.
I can just chew it up. But nonetheless, yeah, I thought we were gonna roll with those two hosts forever, and now it's you and Spencer, and it's so weird because, like, Spencer hasn't been here forever, but I still feel like he's an integral member of us. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh man, for everybody that's listening and watching the podcast, this guy, I think we've mentioned it plenty of times, but this guy rolls the guest in. Every time there's a guest on this show, it's because of Spencer, and I'm hashtag forever grateful for
yeah,
this
the
dude.
first fucking like 20 something weeks were all me, and then sometime in the 20 weeks Spencer took over, and he's been doing great. I haven't had to look up guests, and not that it was an issue.
Yeah, you can sit back and relax and watch episodes of Hunter x Hunter or get some COD in, bro.
Yeah, bro, I haven't played video games in so long. I'm trying, like, there's so much I want to do with the show, and so I'm working on this every second I get, and I'm trying to be a dad, and hearing that my daughter thinks I'm gone kind of makes me want to hang out with her more. Like, it's this weird.
Every time I hear that, dude, it hurts my heart.
Parental responsibility blows dicks, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, I don't play much video games. I just got the other day. My wife got me. My wife is really bad at holding gifts. When she gets my gifts, you know, for my birthday,
you get them 27 days early.
I get them like, yeah, for real. She's so bad at. She goes, I want to give it to you now. She's so excited. It's the cutest thing. She got me a figurine of Nezuko from Demon Slayer.
Okay,
which is adorable. And then she got me a copy of Smash Brothers Ultimate, which I've been playing. I've been playing the hell out of that game. But I played video games comparatively to when I was, let's say, 15 years old. I play very little of it because I got so much. We do this podcast, right? And then I got my Dungeons and Dragons thing, which always takes up a lot of my time to, you know, put a session together. And then on top of that, I also manage a blog, and I'm trying to self-publish a work before the end of this year. So that's another thing I'm working on. So
Leon is advertising a porno. It has assless chaps and a lot of bondage. So everyone check it out.
So I don't know, ShotgunMike, do you listen to the show very often? It's okay if you don't.
No, probably not. No one in the world listens to the show.
So
I honestly was
I don't even listen to the show. Why would you?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I
listen to yourself talk.
I
You
do.
Such
Oh my God,
I want want to listen to it. I guess I just never thought about it.
No, it's totally fine if you don't. So I'm basically just
I didn't
circling.
want it to influence me.
No, it's all right, baby. It's all right. You want to come in
Dude,
clean? I
you're
get it.
putting your thoughts
But
in his brain. That's
I'm
just too much.
I'm circling to when it was me and Ricky hosting a show. He asked me what I wanted to plug, and I plugged this short story that I wrote for my blog. And it literally, the title is "I want to try gay things with my femme boy roommate." And
Can we hit a side note real quick? I was looking through my email.
You found my porn?
No, I keep that on a private server.
Yeah, your Nickelback folder.
I do. I don't hide my porn. I'm just not public with it. But no, so I was looking through my email, and one of our fucking chapters was about the name that you just said.
Yeah, I know.
And bro, I literally almost reverse came in my pants. Like I fucking read that and I was like, what in the fuck did this chapter guy write about my
oh my
fucking
god
show?
I mentioned
this guy.
I mentioned it to you in a group text.
This fucking Indian dude, I was so upset. And then I clicked the fucking link and you said that exact sentence and I went, he had to listen to that. And I started laughing and I moved on with my life. But like, bro, that was by far out of all the chaps. So if you don't know Shotgun, the thing I keep talking about with chapters is I pay.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, I pay an Indian guy $10 a week to chapter our show. So he listens to the whole hour and chapters it. And he'd do 3-minute, 5-minute, or 7-minute or 10-minute segments, whatever I want. And I tell him just do whatever feels whole. You know, if it's a 3-minute combo, do 3. If it's a really long one, obviously, you know, let it run. But you know, we change the ball a lot. And sometimes he'll hit me with a note when I pay him, and he'll be like question mark, and he'll give me 4 options, and I'll be like, could it be that confusing? And I'll go listen. Jesus Christ, I'm not surprised there wasn't 10 options. Good job, bro. And, you know, and he's even went as far to change the results he sends me to a Google Doc, and so every result he sends me is right after the last one. And so all fucking 20 or 15 of the fucking chapter episodes I've had him do are all in the same thing. And he checks all of our links in the description. And if any of them are broken, he'll put in red in parentheses, yo, just letting you guys know this link is broken. Just, you know what I mean? So, you know, and I'll check it out. Yeah, broken. And I'll fix it. Bada bing, bada boom. And it's like, dude, that's indispensable. You know what I mean? He truly is an asset. You know what I mean? So if he listens to this, which I hope you are, thank you, bro.
We appreciate you, man.
Or ma'am, if that's what you go by. I don't know if India has gender culturality. We're usually just men and female around here, but things change, I guess.
And non-binary.
I don't care. My computer's binary. That's enough for me. You know what I mean? That's how she thinks, and she's pretty, and she's made of plastic.
Are you talking about your real doll or are you talking about your PC?
I was talking about my PC.
Oh.
My real doll's latex. They don't call that plastic anymore. That's offensive to latex.
Yeah.
No.
People.
Yeah. But Shotgun Mike, do you vote in this last election?
Did I vote in the last election? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I did.
So, okay. The biggest question you'll be asked all night. Who'd you vote for? And I don't care, nor does he. So like,
if you don't want to talk about it, you're cool too,
I could
man.
just lie. I could lie too.
You can
lie. You voted for Rosie O'Donnell.
I just voted for Joe Biden.
I voted for Kanye West.
Because I just figured it's weird though. I'll say this: I voted for Biden, and I thought this Trump thing is getting weird. But now that it's
getting a little weird.
Well, but now that it's over, this will offend a lot of my friends, but. I don't see it. It doesn't feel. I mean, that's what it was. It was like, oh God, when's he going to launch the nuclear missiles? When's he going to do this? When's he going to do this? We can't have him at the controls. We've got to get him out of there.
Yeah.
But now that he's gone, I think, oh God, it was nice to have somebody kind of shaking things up a little bit.
No, dude, I still stand steadfast with what I've said to a few other people. You know what I mean? Trying to backpedal, because I swear, like in my life. I designate responsibility in the same way that we spoke about. You could designate a swear is more or less meaningful or or hurtful. I do that with my opinions. I truly do. And I like to vote. I do. And so I hate the idea of people saying uninformed people shouldn't vote. It's like uninformed people probably have things going on that they can't vote. I've never met a millionaire who considered himself uninformed. So we'll call that a paradigm. but like I don't even make 100K a year. So like I don't have time to be informed. You know, if I hear what I heard, I think it's what I heard, and I don't know if it's true. I'm not gonna fucking verify it. You know, and I, like you said, when I looked for media, it was just too much, you know, and so I don't know a single thing about Biden. I've even got links and saved folders of all his fucking touching people gifts, just in case he ever tries to act like they can take those off the internet. We're gonna bring them back, you know.
I'm locked and loaded, baby.
I've got hard drives and they're not connected to the internet.
Watch
You
the
know,
FBI come in,
fuck them.
raid your house.
But yeah, whoa, okay, well, that was weird. Our stream just said stream finished on YouTube and just stopped, so that was interesting. Oh, bummer. I'll just hit start again, we'll see what it does. Boom. Yep, there we go. So I don't know why it said finished, but yeah, we'll have a 2-second gap. And I'm still gonna upload this as the regular episode. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. I might just put the live show in a live folder and then still upload this. And so even though it will look like 2 videos, I'd like a unfucked up copy, because this local file of this show that's what I love about this. Like, you know how hard it is to have a perfect contingency plan to an upload?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
8.
10.
Damn. So close.
No, dude, it's so cool. You know what I mean? Like, I would be so irritated if I was sitting over here fussing with all this live stream bullshit the whole fucking night, but I don't even have to care, because, like, you know, someday we'll master that. When we have enough money to take a day off work and do a 4-hour show every week, and then me to clip it 77 times, there'll be means and time to figure all the small shit out. But
Yeah.
you know, I don't know about Spence hopping in. You know what I mean? Like I said, I have no time reserves. Not that I'm not aware of the preeminent end to the show coming, but
Yeah.
I say we give Spence 10 minutes. We'll do an hour and a half show, so we'll call
Yeah,
it the 10-minute
do it.
warning.
I got a cold burrito wave for me. It's not gonna get any
Okay.
warmer.
I've got tons of strangers on Discord ready to call me a pedophile and a weeb. I'm ready. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
you pronounce it pedophile?
How do you call it? Pedophile?
I say
Pedophile.
pedophile.
You fucking enveloper.
I say still weirds me out when people say pedophile. I'm like, no, it's pedophile.
You must say aluminium too, you dick
I
face.
do. Aluminium.
I do. It's
Aluminium,
aluminium. No, it's
I call,
fucking-
and it's a lift. I go,
All right.
I take the lift.
Hit me with your
Oh,
caramel.
yeah.
Say caramel.
Say caramel,
Say caramel.
caramel.
Yeah, you fucking
Caramel.
weirdo. You missing 2 H's.
Caramel.
I love
We-
being from the East
We're
Coast,
weird.
bro.
We're weird. And what do you want me to tell you? In Florida, we're weird. We use the metric system here. We're backwards.
I don't even know the names for the systems. I own both of the sets, the country set and the out of the country set. And when one doesn't fit, I grab the other. I don't even know the names for them. I don't fucking care. Like, I hate that, bro. I'll be buying
You couldn't
a Japanese
care less.
motor.
You would say.
I don't care. I don't care about my lack of couldn't caring or caring less either. Like, so I have a Japanese car, and I had to buy a Japanese. It was made in America, but I had to buy a part that went from Japanese threads on the bottom to American threads on the top, with fucking British separators in the middle. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because like Japan doesn't make dual parts of American and Japanese, and America
It's not.
it doesn't make. I don't know. I had to buy this special gauge shit, and it was like, I don't know. There was fucking. It was stupid. It was super stupid. But
Sounds really stupid.
can you imagine being a mechanic and moving to
can.
Europe? None of your tools work.
I can't even plug my damn charger in, man.
I don't know. It's just fucking Jesus.
I
Mike,
can't even order a quarter pounder with cheese.
we got less than 10 minutes here. What
Yeah,
what do you
tools.
what do you want to talk about, bro? Like it's
Oh,
probably
tools.
not the wrench system.
Oh no, I love wrench systems. I deal with that a lot. I don't
What
really
do you
understand-
work on? Do you turn wrenches physically?
No. I don't
Okay.
even know. I don't do it. No, what do I work on? I don't know. I
So like
use
if something breaks in the apartment and it's a visible broken screw, do you get a new screw, or do you grab duct tape and a pencil and you slide it in and tape it?
I try to get a new screw.
Okay. See, so
Yeah.
you have to turn a wrench to do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I do stuff. I can do a lot of stuff. I don't know what the things are called though, but I know I do stuff. What would you call that? Wrenches, socket sets.
I don't know the
Ratchets?
third person term, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
yeah, but no, dude, this was
Pliers.
I've had a great fucking show, and I'm super happy that we've been able to do so well. We had like over an hour of live streaming. We've been open live for like 83 minutes.
What?
Right,
You
well,
know,
we-
we've
we-
been
You know,
killing it.
and this is good because, you know, the funny thing is that I did feel like super shitty. Like I slept all day. I was like really dying.
Mhm.
And I thought, oh man, I'm dying. And I feel bad because they're going to be like, what the fuck? Why are you talking this way? And then I thought, no, I'm going to make that suffering be my thing. I'm going to work
yeah.
it for the
You
show. It'll work
own
for
it.
us. Yes.
Own
I
it.
feel really glad. I feel really glad now that I was able
No,
to
dude, I
bring
got into
that.
I got into that talking to my grandmother. Anyone who hears this is a fucking veteran because they're 90 minutes into our podcast. Our average view duration is not 90 minutes.
Yeah.
That's how I
No,
read
it's
it.
not.
And I don't care. I'm just saying as a fact. So like, I always get more frivolous towards the end. And when we do a 4-hour show, that 2-hour mark is going to be a point of, you know, but no, seriously, you know, I was talking to my grandmother about like the way I see my life and, you know, how I deal with my problems and my pain and all that shit. And, you know, and she was like, well, geez, you know, it sounds pretty serious about, you know, everything you're saying, you know, and we were talking about, you know, in the future, you know what I mean? How things are going to go when she passes, you know what I mean? And you know, how that goes. And cause like there's trust and stuff. And I was just curious, you know, and I didn't bring it up, but amongst talking, she was like, well, you know, I was gonna make you the beneficiary of a few things, but with you talking about all this depression stuff, I don't know if you're fit. And like, it was like, wow. And like, you know, we had a whole nother talk after that. And I don't know if I sorted it out. I could care less, honestly. Give it to someone else. I don't give a fuck. I'll learn my own shit. But like, literally, it's just interesting that like, you know, someone who's 70 now is not aware of mental health's importance. Like any grief counselor will tell you that if you're emotionally not well, your physical benefits of regeneration are reduced. Your overall benefits of mental neuroplasticity, which is the name for your mind, just flowing in its freest, best state. Like you wake up out of 30 days and one day's the best. That's neuroplasticity. Your brain's just firing on all cylinders. You're doing great. I don't know. It's weird. Mental health is so upfront in my mind. Like as soon as my daughter is old enough to talk about feelings, she's got a real gay dad who's not gay, but that's the term that defines what I'm trying to talk about the best. So, you know what I mean? I consider like all emotional things are gay, like in a good way, because gay means happy, but emotions,
Why? Right? Yeah.
you know
Why
what I
not?
mean? Like, so I'm chill with that, but, and, you know, like, you know, between you, me, and the people who don't listen, you know, I sucked dick when I was a teenager. I can say what I want about gays. I think I can. And I was once stupid, so I can say retarded. What do you think about that? I've had a broken ankle. I can make handicap jokes, you fucking not knee mover. I don't know.
I know your weakness. It's stairs. I remember. No. I do remember back in high school, we had this. There was this one kid. Yeah, you know, he stuck in a wheelchair since he was a kid, and he used to talk shit like the rest
He
of us.
used to talk shit.
He would talk shit to everybody. Because that's what, you know, what we did. It's what guys did in high school. In middle school, we just talk shit to each other. One time he was talking smack about me and I talked smack about him, and he goes like this. He goes, man, he's like, you talking shit about me? I go, yeah, I'm talking shit about you. What you gonna do, man? Climb these stairs? I'm on the top of the bleachers. I was like, I know your weakness. And he said, no, bitch, I'll crawl out my wheelchair and kick your ass. I said, all right, bring it.
Fucking tripping Holmes. But no, dude, I had a great show. We're pretty much at the end here. You got anything you want to plug here, Mike, in the end?
Yeah, nothing. If you can listen to my show.
Cool.
ShotgunMike Hostler show. It's easy to find.
Dude, I'll fucking listen to that. So I have 2 podcasts I listen to. It's Joe Rogan.
Not like any show ever.
And that's fine. That's fine. I listen to every Rogan. I've got 12. I work 12-hour shifts Monday through Friday, and for about 8 of those hours, I have an AirPod in and I'm listening to a podcast. And so I kill all the Rogans. I listen to them all. And I love it. I've got another show I love that's super volatile. And it's what I aspire to be, and it's a great show. And so I listen to that, and I can finish all of both of their episodes. I can have no Rogan and no Painkiller Already episodes to listen to at all. So I can use more shit. So you hit Spencer up with the link. or
Oh, yeah.
email it back to me through what I sent you the email for the link for. That
Exactly.
second one would probably work better.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
and,
I'll be listening to this episode for sure.
Dude,
Yeah,
Can't
no,
wait.
dude, knock yourself out. I'm never ever
I
gonna listen to
never
an
can
episode.
tell. I
But
can
do
never
it.
tell.
I don't want to. 20 years from now, I want to have never missed an episode. I don't ever want to listen to one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to be that guy. I want to be like, bro, I'm on episode 1044. I've been
I
doing
have a hard
this.
time listening to myself. I hate
I
listening to myself.
that's the exact reason. If I could push a button and silence me the whole time, I wouldn't understand what's going on. I talk too much. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a fucking egghead and I hate listening to myself. I fucking hate it.
Now you know how I feel.
That's how I feel. That's how we all feel. Oh, so sweet.
Dude, it's a pretty unanimous opinion. I used to introduce myself as Richard Shut Up Harris. Just say it. Don't be mad.
mean, I listen to my voice. Listen to how shrill it is.
Dude, you sound good. You sound fresh.
Yeah,
No,
that's
man,
so fine.
guys, stop.
Oh my god.
Stop,
You're being
please.
too
You're making me
nice to
blush. Oh my god.
No, but things went great, and then the live feed, I don't know. Apparently, I just looked. There's like 4 different copies of it, so I don't know what went on.
Perfect.
Ricky
but
looks like a beautiful China doll right now with all that light on him. Look at you.
That's my
Mm.
desktop right there.
I know. Look at you, man.
I can share it. You guys will be horrified. But yeah, those are all my apps, and that's a girl from a show called Future Diary, and it's my.
I still
favorite
need to
show.
watch that series, man.
She's adorable.
I just finished watching this one series called Akudama Drive. That was pretty good.
Haven't heard it.
You got Hulu?
Yeah.
It's on Hulu. It's only 13 episodes, man. The first like 5
dude,
episodes.
those one season bangers are a thing. Like they
Yeah,
truly
it's always
hit
been a
hard.
thing. That's always been a thing. But what I don't like is when they're based on a manga that's been running for, 2+ years, and they only go, well, we're only going to cover the first 10 chapters out of 236, and you don't really get much closure at the end of the season or series. Sometimes I don't like those 12, 13 episode shotters, bro.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's clip this. But as far as things go, to anyone who's listened or watched the live stream or was irritated because the live stream kept cutting out, I'm on Wi-Fi right now. I've got this fancy little antenna back here. It's pretty dope and it works really good. And our service was great, but trying to watch the live stream on Facebook, YouTube, stream it through an ingest server, which was Streamlabs, have our show actually open. My RGB takes about 3% because it's a lot of 65 individually addressable lights. I'm sorry, guys. I just like it.
Stop it.
And so with all that, we had some problems at 2K and at 1080p. We're actually almost flawless. But nonetheless, I'm going to get an Ethernet cable for next show. So there'll be one more wire back here if your eyes catch
Plug it in. Plug it in.
And so when I'm definitely not going to go live every week. I fucking hate the idea of that. But, a few weeks from now, we'll hit up live again randomly.
Once a month.
Yeah, I think that's
good.
But everyone have a great night. Why don't we run through plugging again? All my plugs are in the link. I don't like hearing myself talk.
Yeah.
Cool. Shotgun Mike's in the same boat with me.
Yeah.
And his links will be right at the top, above all the info.
Yeah.
Leon,
And
you have a new link under your Linkshare space.
Yeah.
Us hosts here have a space for links.
Ooh.
And yeah, it's way towards the bottom of it. Like it's above our bio and below all our other links, which is like 8. So, but nonetheless, one of my favorite things about our show is our description. Because like show
I read
aside,
it all the time.
you can just look at our description and it has a nice little bio I made. It's cute. It's written horribly. Check out my grammar. Anyways, everyone have
There's
a
your
good
eggheadedness.
good week. Shotgun Mike's links will be in the top. We appreciate him coming on.
My pleasure.
And
Anytime.
he will most definitely be back since he's willing to come
I
on.
love the fact that I love the Spencer thing. That's this will be great. We're never gonna it'll always be 3 people every time. This is like I don't know. Trying to think of something. Yeah,
it's like Charlie's Angels was a show about 4 people, but
There
one
you
of them
go.
died last minute.
No, it was about you never saw Charlie.
You never saw. Oh yeah, you're right. You never saw Charlie.
Yeah.
That's so funny. All right,
Yeah.
everyone have a great week. Leah, anything you want to vocally say about you before I hit red button?
You know it, man. You can follow me at Alternative Zen at Twitter, alternative_Zen on Insta. Then I got my Still Foxes blog on stillfoxes.home.blog. Check out. And I'm still really upset that, Ricky hasn't read I Want to Try Gay Things with My Femboy Roommate. That really has upset me. You need to read it. It's only like a 10-minute read, But, that's all I got to say is check them out. Stay loose, drink juice, baby.
Boom.